LolcowLive started as a YouTube podcast at the end of 2023. It has evolved into something much different than it was initially intended to be. The show began with an idea by Daniel Keem, better known online as Keemstar on YouTube. He had produced multiple different podcasts throughout his time on YouTube, likely best known for Drama Alert. The plan was simple. He would get multiple lolcows from the internet to make a podcast together. So, what's a lolcow? The most widely accepted definition of a lolcow is someone who gets laughs from people, not realizing that they are being made fun of. They take themselves too seriously without noticing that they are the joke. Essentially, it's an online personality that gets milked for laughs at their expense. There were 3 people, or lolcows, that Keemstar reached out to for this project: Boogie2988, Wings of Redemption, and Darkside Phil, or DSP. Each of them was offered a $50,000 sign-on bonus just to be part of the show. Keep in mind, all of these creators were long past their prime on YouTube. None of them were taking in much income from their individual channels. With that knowledge, you would think that this would be a no-brainer for any of them. You would be correct, for the most part. Boogie and Wings hopped on board to do it. Then there's DSP. If the other 2 are lolcows, DSP is an ultra lolcow. Not only does he take himself too seriously in general, but even turned down the $50,000 sign-on bonus for the podcast. It was beneath him to do such a show. He even tried contacting Boogie and Wings separately to do it, however, that also didn't go anywhere. The catch in all of this was that they would only get paid if all 3 of them agreed to do it. LolcowLive, on all accounts, was a bust.
My name is Keemstar, and I had a dream. I had a dream of getting DSP, Wings of Redemption, and Boogie2988 on a podcast. The LolCow Podcast. The entire internet loved this idea, except for there was a huge problem. DSP, roll it.
I have no idea what he's speaking of. I have not spoken with Keem about being on any podcast ever, nor will I. There is no LolCow cast, period.
There's a history with Keemstar where, over the years, this guy's a horrible reputation on YouTube. He had been pretty nasty to me a few times, tweets and things like that. So we have a little bit of bad blood there.
The whole idea of me, him, and Wings being on a podcast that was going to have Keemstar's involvement, and I guess Boogie still has some resentment there where he's upset. I cost him and Wings $50,000.
I'd rather be miserable. I'd rather sit in a corner and cry all over myself for a living, which also cost me a $50K payday, which also cost Wings a $50K payday. So he screwed everybody over.
I don't like Keemstar. I don't like the content he puts out, nor do I like what he stands for as a person. I think that he's kind of a despicable person. I would never do business with this man.
We got to do this. We got to line it up again. And on 3, when I say the word 3, clap into your microphone. Can we all handle that? All right. 1, 2, 3. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. You guys line up? Think we're good?
I don't know, man. I tried.
All right. When I say the word 3, I'm going to clap to my microphone. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Boogie, did you even attempt to clap?
Yes, you can see it on the video if you don't believe me.
All right, sure. That's good. Well, if you can see your hands, it's probably easy to line up. All right.
Well, we're not using an app that does that, unfortunately, but maybe we'll figure it out next week. Maybe there's a way we can see each other.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is the way they want it, and this is the way we're going to do it.
Well, I'm just saying there might be a way for us to backwards engineer still seeing me able to see each other.
I think we probably could do live. If this thing gets possible, we probably could do live.
It's not as big a deal, Boogie. Like, we just do it the way they want to do it, and.
Oh, I'm just saying. I'm just saying maybe there's still a way we can find.
So why do you care?
Yeah.
Why do you care?
Just saying.
All you got to do is send the video in. That's it.
Well, Tommy said I can't see you, so I'm like, well, maybe next week we'll find a way to where you can. That would be cool. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what's wrong with what I'm saying, but I was just saying that maybe next week we can find a way that we can see each other.
Where there's a will, there's a way. They found a way to finally start the LolcowLive podcast. Still with Boogie and Wings, only this time with a third host, Tommy C. He had been a part of the commentary community on YouTube for quite some time at that point, and Keemstar decided that instead of a third lolcow for the show, he would get someone to keep them in line. After all, they had separate shows that were failing, so why would they be able to make a successful show together if it was just still the people who couldn't get any views on their own channels? Needless to say, it had a rough start. Let's be honest though, nothing ever starts off perfect. At least it rarely does. There was all sorts of hiccups and low energy from the guys who missed out on their $50,000 payday. Nevertheless, they were going to give it a shot. In the podcast style, they would pre-record videos. This would allow them to make edits and to add visual and auditory comedy into each clip. That would later change, but I don't want to get too far ahead of myself in the story. At that time, they would pre-record videos and release them every few days. During this time, they would attempt to get other lolcows to join the show as a guest. That would prove to be much harder than they anticipated. Apparently, telling people that they're a lolcow and trying to get them onto a show called LolcowLive doesn't make a lot of people want to become guests on that show. Who would have guessed it? This wouldn't stop them from covering other lolcows, though. They continued to talk about others and would occasionally get someone to guest on the podcast. Views and subscribers were growing slowly, but they were growing. It turns out when you get a couple of people who were once able to gain millions of combined subscribers and give them structure, they can begin to gain a following once again. The stereotypical podcast-style show was not long for this channel. It only lasted until early 2024 when Keemstar began to interject himself into the production. The beginning of the end was near for LolcowLive, as everyone knew it. A new era was about to begin, for better or worse. This new era would become infamously known as the Cancer Arc.
So I've been debating for a while to talk to you guys about this, but I hope it brings you guys a little bit of clarity about some of the videos I've made in the last month or so. Because, well, you remember about 3 weeks back I said that I likely could potentially have a form of cancer. Turns out I got a rare blood cancer called polycythemia vera, which basically makes your body produce too many red blood cells. And when I started taking that testosterone supplement 7 or 8 years ago, however long it's been, we knew that this was a possibility. You never think you're going to be the guy who gets that side effect, though, right? You never think it's going to be you. But sometimes it is. It has to be somebody. And in terms of the clarity that I referred to earlier, I've known about this for a little over 6 weeks. That it was a probability, though I just got my official diagnosis. But I hope it gives you an idea of why I've been so worried about my money, why I've been so worried about my career, why I've been so worried about my future, why I've done some of the things I've done and said some of the things I've said. Maybe I should have led with this before I asked people to watch my videos or become channel members or whatever. I don't know. This felt very private at the time. But it doesn't feel private anymore, so I'm sharing it. At the end of the day, this diagnosis doesn't really change much. Obviously we're going to treat it. Obviously I'm going to get the sleep study done, update my CPAP machine, get the colonoscopy done, make sure there's no other issues to worry about. I'm going to continue to try to lose weight and continue to try to improve my brain and try to continue to work here on YouTube, and hopefully people will watch. Maybe they won't. That's okay. That's okay. I'm going to keep doing what I do because, that's who I am.
November 15th, 2022, Boogie2988 stated on his personal channel that he had cancer. He explains what kind of cancer it is and that it would take a long time to end his life. This flew under the radar for a long time. Little did he know it would be one of the best things to ever happen to LolcowLive, while at the same time setting a standard for the show that would be nearly impossible to live up to again. By this time in Boogie's career, he had already built up a reputation of being a liar, someone known for not being entirely honest or telling half-truths, if I'm going to be very generous. Well, there had started to become speculation that he might not have been as honest and forthcoming about his cancer diagnosis as he had let on. He made claims that he had blood cancer and was actively working with his doctor to treat it. However, these were all just claims. There had not been any actual proof to back up the statements he was making. You might argue that someone shouldn't have to show proof of medical records or a cancer diagnosis, and in most cases that would likely be correct. This isn't most cases. Like I said, Boogie had built up a liar's reputation. He is also on a show called LolcowLive. They weren't going to just let this slip through the cracks. On one of the episodes, it was business as usual. Keemstar was calling out Boogie for saying that he wasn't getting paid by Keem. Next thing you know, Keem blindsides Boogie by bringing Destiny onto the show. Destiny is a political commentator on YouTube who would also do debates. This time, he was brought on to question and dig into Boogie about his cancer diagnosis, or lack thereof. This all led to the boiling point and start of the LolcowLive golden era, the Cancer Arc. Sit back, grab some popcorn, and let's get into it.
I didn't know when I was getting paid, if I was getting paid, and how much.
Let's
Exactly
okay,
what
you know
I told
what?
us.
Fuck you, Buggy. You know what? Fuck you, Buggy. You know what I'm gonna do? You're not gonna like this.
Yeah, you're bringing coffee in. Of
You're not gonna like this. I'm bringing a friend in.
course you are.
I'm bringing a buddy onto the show. You are not gonna fucking like this.
Yeah, I didn't think I would. Still showed up anyway.
You're a trooper, Bucky.
You are not gonna like this one bit.
Didn't think
Ladies and gentlemen, a popular streamer by the name of Destiny.
Yeah. Where the fuck is our webcam at? Listen. Probably OBS is using it. Oh my god. Hold on. We're turning the camera on.
You
guys literally ruined the intro. He gave you a big shout out.
Can you just shut the fuck up?
And then there's no chat marks.
So
It's just your voice, and it's just fucking cringe.
Everything about
There.
yeah. Do we have a camera?
How
How you guys doing tonight? What's going on?
yeah, how's it going? We can see you. You guys look fantastic.
What kind of fucking guest is this?
Turn it on.
I mean, some of you.
Don't be so friendly.
Oh, there you
Oh
go.
my god, we're on.
But not X.
We don't need him. Don't worry about him.
Yeah, you're not. You can say whatever you want, and it's gonna be like, we said it.
All right. Are we good to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
You're good.
Okay. Boogie 2488, you are being confronted tonight.
Go
I
ahead.
am 99% sure that you are faking.
No, don't move.
You are faking your cancer diagnosis, Boogie.
Okay, let's hear that.
Let's hear that.
Did the doctor ever tell you, or did he ever say the word cancer?
He said polycythemia vera, which is a form of cancer, as he explained it to me. And no, it is not secondary polycythemia, which is Nicholas Diorio's explanation for this bullshit.
So I think it is secondary polycythemia.
Well, then
Can you
why would
explain?
he call it? Why would he call it polycythemia vera? Why would he tell me that I have hormone markers in my blood that tells me I have polycythemia vera? Why does he order a bone marrow biopsy to confirm it?
Well, if he ordered a bone marrow biopsy to confirm it, it would be weird that you told us that you already had a diagnosis and a confirmation.
Because the markers are in my blood. The hormone markers are in my blood, Destiny.
Correct. But you said that you'd received the diagnosis, but now you just told me you got a bone marrow biopsy.
It's a diagnosis, and now we're confirming. It's called a confirmation. The hormone markers are already in my blood.
Yep.
And
So I think
we are
what happened
confirming
is,
it with the
based on
biopsy
everything-
because I'm
Yeah.
wanting to do that, because I'm praying to God I don't fucking have cancer.
He doesn't care if
I'm praying
you.
to God I'm taking the 1 in a million fucking chance that they're fucking wrong, and that there's another reason that I have the hormone fucking imbalances in my blood.
Yeah. Why are you praying to God 2 years after you said that you have cancer that you don't have cancer?
Because 2 years ago, they told me I have polycythemia vera based on the fact that I had increased red blood cell counts, increased hemoglobin, and the hormone markers in my blood. And it all spelled pretty definitively that I have this. And so he wanted to get a bone marrow biopsy, but it is intrusive and expensive, so they decided to forego it. I would like to still get it done because I am hopeful, I am praying that there's a fucking merciful God of the world that would be willing to fucking let this be wrong, even though it most certainly is not.
So why are you talking about expensive cancer treatments if they don't even know if you have cancer? That nothing
Because
has been
they're
confirmed.
treating it, dipshit. Because they've been
How are
treating
they
it for 2 fucking years.
How are they treating it, Boogie?
Blood test, blood thinners, bloodletting, medications. They're trying to get my weight down. I'm seeing the doctor every 3 fucking months. I'm doing blood tests every fucking month. We're doing it.
So they don't know
Yeah,
if
what
you
do
have
you wanna
cancer or
know?
not. So can I understand
You're
this?
gonna hold my fucking hand.
Can I, yeah,
They're
Sure, so I mean, I can explain. So I can explain everything, right?
All right.
So Boogie
Go
has a
ahead.
condition called polycythemia, which means there's an elevation.
Polycythemia vera.
Let him
polycythemia
talk,
vera,
you fat fuck. I want to hear the
vera,
guy that actually knows something.
Polycythemia vera.
Destiny, go
he
ahead.
knows more about my fucking
Yes,
medical diagnosis
yes,
than
I
do.
guarantee- well,
So
he's-
go right
he-
the fuck ahead. I was in the fucking room. My girlfriend was in the fucking room when they told me.
You
Go
are
right the fuck
filibustering.
ahead, Destiny. Go right the
You
fuck
are
ahead.
filibustering, sir.
Be nice. Be nice.
Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead. Okay, so I think that Boogie was told that he has polycythemia, which means he has an elevation of his red blood cells. Now, there is a cancer known as polycythemia vera, which is caused by a mutation in some part of your body that causes an elevation of 3 different levels of things you'll find. One of those is the red blood cell count. However, when Boogie was talking about the polycythemia, he mentioned a couple things that I thought were interesting. The first was that taking an exogenous hormone, TRT, testosterone, that caused a increase in him developing this condition. So taking testosterone will not cause you to develop a cancer. That doesn't, not for this particular cancer, it won't. It will cause you to develop secondary polycythemia. The second thing that he mentioned was that his doctor ordered a sleep study. That's because one of the things that can cause your body to produce more red blood cells is if you have hypoxemia, which is a lower count of, or a low amount of oxygen in your blood for an extended period of time. And the reason why he ordered that sleep study is probably because Boogie either has pulmonary obstructive something, or he has, as he mentioned, sleep apnea. And sleep apnea, which is a decrease in oxygen overnight, can lead to a decrease in oxygen in your blood, which can lead to an increase in the production of red blood cells. All of the things that Boogie described, both the things that cause this and the treatments for it, are consistent with secondary polycythemia. None of these are consistent with cancer. And the fact that he's saying that they've now ordered a biopsy 2 years after. May
I review?
Let me finish real quick.
He's not done. He's not done.
Yeah. 2 years ago, you said that you had a cancer diagnosis, but now you just said now they're doing a biopsy to check for cancer.
Confirmation.
Is this house MD? Are we treating a blood cancer without actually confirming it yet? For 2 years, you've been having a cancer treatment without confirming there's actually cancer there?
Because it was in my blood markers, and that's pretty goddamn definitive. You can Google that, Destiny. When you have the hormones, when you have the hormone in the blood that is produced by this cancer, it's pretty goddamn definitive. It doesn't show up for just the shit sakes of it.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
Look, you want to keep saying you're the patient, you know what your body has.
Yes.
When I go to the doctor, they give me shit like this, which is like papers that will tell me.
I was going to say, Boogie can have this whole thing. Tell me a single document with polycythemia vera on it. You don't have one. I don't think the doctor ever diagnosed you with it.
Can I ask you something, Destiny? Is it possible that when the doctor was seeing him, they were asking you could have polycythemia, if I'm saying it correctly, or polycythemia vera, but you don't have the cancer version, you have this version. Is that possible? I'm asking him. Is it could be like a lost in translation type situation?
Yeah, so polycythemia just means you have an elevation of red blood cells. That's all it means. Your red blood cell count is high.
So you could just be fat and sleep apnea can create that, because I'm both.
Sleep apnea could do it, anything, like that could cause it. And the fact that Boogie said, we knew that when I was taking TRT, this was a risk of that. That means that risk is to develop secondary polycythemia. That was the risk, and then that is what ended up happening, unfortunately. But it's not cancer. That was induced because of just a low oxygenation of the blood.
So why? Explain to me, Destiny, why there are markers, hormone markers in my blood that have tested positively for polycythemia vera. Explain that.
If there was
medical papers, dude.
I'm never showing any of these motherfuckers my medical papers. Go fuck yourself. I said that 2 years ago, and I'm staying by it now. Destiny, Jackson, Clark, Keemstar, you can see it when I fucking die. It's my fucking goddamn medical record. I've given you every goddamn phone call. I've given you every fucking text. I've given you. It's never made a single goddamn thing better. I'm not gonna fucking do it. Go fuck yourselves.
You could easily end this right now by just showing
I would rather you motherfuckers. I would rather you motherfuckers continue to LARP. I would rather you motherfuckers continue to LARP than to have the last goddamn thing. The last goddamn thing.
You're the one who accused of LARPing.
The fucking security I have in the fucking world.
You're the one being accused of LARPing.
The easy thing here is if there are blood markers that definitively confirm polycythemia vera as a blood cancer, then why are they doing a biopsy?
Because I'm insisting on it, because I'm hoping they're wrong.
No, wait. Why would you have to insist on a biopsy if you can confirm with with blood markers? It's because you can't.
Hoping that I are wrong. Because I'm hoping they are wrong.
You're hoping they're wrong. Then why 2 years ago you're talking about fighting cancer? Why would you be talking about?
I have been for 2 years, Destiny.
Fighting cancer? How? With what? With blood thinners?
Because
this one's for you.
Because because you treat polycythemia vera almost identically to the way that you treat polycythemia, because you can't attack the cancer directly. All you can do is treat the symptoms, and the symptoms are identical to polycythemia because it's the same fucking thing, with the exception of one's getting caused by an external source and the other's being caused by fucking cancer. And in this case, it's getting caused by fucking cancer, Destiny.
You should start.
So I do do think there are different treatments available for polycythemia vera, and I think that the outcomes for that are significantly worse than just having it induced by some other thing like sleep apnea or hypoxia. But I mean, if you wanted to,
is pretty identical. The treatment plan is pretty identical.
So if there are two huge things. So one, you could show it to a private party and they could confirm, somebody like Keemstar. But two, the issue is that if you want to keep your medical issues to yourself, I think everybody is entitled to that right, obviously.
I should have never talked about it to begin with. This is one of the reasons I was going to do a GoFundMe. This is one of the reasons I was going to do a GoFundMe was because they verify, for the record. They verify. That would be the third party that I would go forward with.
Yeah, so GoFundMe does not do the best verification, as has been proven multiple times in the past. But the issue is that you say that you shouldn't have talked about it, but the fact is that you did. You did the day that you got the diagnosis. You're like, well, I was considering doing this, but I just got my diagnosis today. So you weren't doing it instantly.
I sat on it for a while.
On your tweet, did you not say that I got my diagnosis today and then talk about it?
They told me. Okay, they told me in the office that they were worried about it. Then they did the blood tests. Then, yes, I did tweet about it on the day that I got confirmation, but I sat on it for a couple of months before, or for a couple of weeks before talking about it because it took a while for us to get the blood results back.
So you sat on it when you didn't know the answer? That's not called sitting on it. That's just called waiting for an answer.
He crushed it.
Also, if you were so keen on diagnosing whether you had cancer or not, why would you wait 2 years to get the biopsy?
Followed my Twitter before, but I tend to tweet shit as it happens. This one I decided to sit on for a little while.
Real-time news, motherfucker.
I don't understand why you're waiting.
Silent cancer diagnosis.
Cancer is pretty fucking serious.
There is no cancer.
Pretty fucking serious.
It's secondary polycythemia. There is no cancer here. There's no proof of it. You can't show anybody proof of it because it's not real. And I don't know. As somebody that like his mom had cancer, it's just a little bit gross. I feel like when people are talking publicly about fighting cancer and stuff.
The person that faked cancer before, the chick. You know who I'm talking about. Oh yeah, only had cancer once. Yeah. I remember. That's vintage.
Dude, Emily from RuneScape.
There's so many people that don't know that meme right now. Can I ask Boogie? Is it possible that you just jumped the gun on releasing your diagnosis thing?
No.
You don't think you jumped the gun a little bit?
Anything is possible, sure.
I just don't understand why you won't just go grab a piece of paper and just disprove them. Like you have all these feelings.
Because they don't have printouts.
Nothing with those words on it.
And like I said a year ago, when these motherfuckers tried to get it,
hold on.
This is the one last thing I have left. You motherfuckers were in my marriage. You guys were in everything else. You're in every aspect of my life. Fuck you. Let me have one goddamn thing.
You're trying to tell me.
Let me have cancer.
You would rather Dexerto lead Boogie lies about cancer than to hand this shit over to you pieces of shit. That's just.
This?
I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that. Go ahead, print it, Dexerto. Go ahead and print it.
Can you get your patient portal up on your phone and like send it to Tommy?
I'm not going to. Sure,
he's never doing that. He does not have a cancer diagnosis. There's 0% chance he has one. Every leading thing for this cancer diagnosis the doctor talked about has to do with secondary polycythemia. The sleep apnea was a contributor to that, and the TRT was a contributor to that.
Oh, except for the hormone markers in my blood. Except we're convenient.
Yeah, but if you had hormone markers for it, that's either a definitive diagnosis, in which case you wouldn't be getting a biopsy 2 years later, or it wasn't definitive, and you would have gotten a biopsy 2 years later instead of saying they're treating you for cancer for 2 years. You just said before that you don't have the money for extra medical stuff. If they don't need that test to confirm cancer, why would you spend extra money on a biopsy you don't need?
Have you heard of this, Destiny? I just got a bit of a windfall. Might have heard about it.
You may have heard of it.
We have.
What's a windfall?
He did a $10,000 crypto scam, using partly his cancer thing as an excuse for why he needed to scam his fans.
I wanted to join real quick because you just got caught lying about me to CoffeeZilla. All right, and now you're being confronted. And now you're being confronted on one of the biggest lies on internet history.
I don't consider it.
And you won't prove it.
No.
You won't prove it?
I'd rather you go ahead and print it.
If this is true, and you lied about cancer, this is the biggest scandal on the fucking internet.
It's not, but go ahead and print it anyway. Go ahead and print it anyway.
It's going
on. I pretty much prove it. None of you motherfuckers.
Fucking prove it.
2 years ago, and I'm not doing it today. Go right ahead. Print it. Print it the way it is. Go right ahead. I'm okay with it.
Okay, so I guess just to wrap up, because we don't want to take all your guys' time tonight. So just as a couple things, right? So the story as laid out, if you look up secondary polycythemia versus polycythemia vera, all of the leading things that Boogie talks about leading to his condition are consistent with secondary polycythemia, not the mutation that would cause polycythemia vera. The things that Boogie says that his doctor wants him to check for afterwards, like doing a sleep study, are consistent with secondary polycythemia, not
And
primary
also
polycythemia. And the fact that he says that he had the blood markers or something to confirm it 2 years ago, but is now getting a biopsy for secondary confirmation, even though he says he doesn't have the money for medical bills, but I guess now that he does have money, he's going to waste all of it on biopsying things that are already confirmed, or at least confirmed enough that he wanted to talk about it publicly for 2 years ago, and then use it to fundraise the money that he now has so that he can do the biopsy that I don't even think he's doing, by the way. I don't think he's actually doing that.
So, Destiny, to summarize, Destiny,
if he wanted to disprove it, all he has to do is show a private party this particular medical thing, and it would be.
To summarize, Destiny, you're basically saying he's kind of unlucky he doesn't have cancer.
I mean, for this particular case, yeah. If Boogie can confirm, that he has polycythemia vera, and he actually has like a doctor confirmation of the blood cancer, I'll throw $5,000 towards his medical treatment. I'll make that personal pledge right now.
No,
Hey, you need the money.
You're not seeing my medical records for 20, not for 50. You're not seeing my medical
$5,000.
records. I said this. I said this year ago.
Okay, so I just want people to remember in the future. Then, when Boogie says I have to do XYZ scam to raise money because my medical bills are hurting so much, he can speak publicly about his medical issues to scam his fans to raise money, but he can't take $5,000 to privately confirm a diagnosis that he already publicly said he has. Doesn't make any sense, but
even I have a fucking limit. Even I have a fucking limit.
What's the limit, though?
It's a bad.
I understand that he, there's a big history of people, I guess, scamming people with cancer, and it's like the worst of the worst. Sure. And you're getting confronted with that right now, when your response to that is,
Go ahead.
I'm not going ahead. I'm actually with you.
Go right the fuck ahead. I don't care.
I'm not going ahead with
anything. He's speaking to you.
No, I'm saying run with the story. I don't care.
Why we're in this situation is just that.
Why are you being so?
People view this as one of the lowest things.
If you 100% believe you have polycythemia vera, why aren't you just trying to disprove that, other than them making you look like you're
because 2 years ago?
Cancer for
because 2 years ago, I'd rather that than the.
Why would you rather that? That's so stupid.
This is the last thing I have is my medical records.
All right, do you care about
if I hand this over, I've given over literally every goddamn thing.
What if you give it directly to Destiny himself? I mean, Destiny's not going to put your fucking medical records all over the
Destiny. Had he, and you know what? This might have turned out differently had he messaged me the night before. And we had
yeah. You wouldn't have nagged him for a whole night not to come out.
Why the whole thing not just the confirmation? Because I don't know. I have no idea.
All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot, guys.
Take care, Destiny. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Good night, guys. Yeah. Have a pleasant evening.
You too.
Ladies and gentlemen, Destiny.
It is what it is. I mean, people have been saying this. Jackson Clark's been saying this for 2 years. He asked for my medical records. I told him no. I'm going to tell Destiny no too.
Yeah, but it
looks I would have handed it over to Jackson Clark 2 years ago.
Boogie, let us talk.
You ain't got to show it to anybody like this. Like you literally could show it to a third party person that's just
irrelevant to the. I want you to sit there and listen. Go ahead, Wings. Go ahead, Wings.
What's your take on this, Tommy?
It's pretty damning. I think I would be in a position where I'd have to show my medical records if I said so.
Boogie remained adamant that he had the cancer throughout the entire conversation with Destiny. The cracks were starting to show. He admitted to getting treatment without an official diagnosis. Boogie also had to tell when he was lying. He becomes very animated and repeats himself over and over. No one was going to see his medical records until he died. At least that's what he said, no matter the circumstance. He was even eventually offered thousands of dollars to show his medical records and refused to. Destiny started by offering money, which would later be followed up by some ordinary gamers or Mudahar offering more money on top of that for the medical records. Even then, nothing was provided. You can tell Tommy C and Wings started to question if Boogie was lying also. They were poking and prodding at Boogie, trying to get any additional information from him. During this time, Boogie was also involved in a crypto scam. He was paid $10,000 by a company to run an ad on his personal channel to promote a cryptocurrency. He claimed that he did it because he was in desperate need for money. He really was doing anything, including scamming his fans and audience, to make a buck. Boogie would later go on to delete that video and try to wipe it from the internet. The interview with Destiny, along with all the other drama Boogie was caught up in, led to multiple more crash outs. This led to rising viewership for the LolcowLive channel. Boogie was at one point one of the biggest lolcows on the internet who had lost most of his relevancy. People still knew his name, however, and you better believe that they weren't going to miss this. Keemstar was aware that this was their opportunity to grow the channel and grow it quickly. The internet's eyes were all on them, and they took full, complete advantage of it. Whether or not you think Boogie's mental health should have been exploited at this time, there is no doubt that it led to some entertaining and iconic moments for the podcast.
Be a man, dude.
I don't think any of that
This is
would
what
be
I was
my
talking
way,
about you
but-
last. No. This is what I was saying yesterday. Stop being a bitch, bro. Stop being a bitch. We didn't fucking. Me and Wings didn't make videos on YouTube saying Boogie's got cancer. You did without confirmation, bro. Man the fuck up. Man the fuck up.
Okay.
Man up.
What's the point? If you're going to sit here and just be gloom, what's the point of picking the phone call up? Why'd you come? Did you come just hoping we get?
I was told to, so I'm here. I don't know. What do you want me to do?
You do everything you're told to?
Cover myself in Nutella right now? Yeah, pretty much.
No, this is what you should do. This is what you should do. This is the best advice I can give you. Please,
we have peanut butter. Would that be good enough?
please listen to me.
Not
Please,
peanut butter.
please listen to the words I'm about to say, Boogie. This is literally the best advice I can give you. From this moment on, it feels like rock bottom. So why don't you just empty out the closet, grab every skeleton in there and throw it out to the world? Just tell everyone the truth about everything. Come clean on anything that may be wrong or might be manipulation throughout your history. Like this whole thing where you don't want to talk about the conflicts of the statements of your abuse is so silly to me. If this is a golden opportunity for you to set the record straight and have a fresh start, I
tried to explain to you that I mentally cannot handle that, and I don't know why you won't listen. I cannot do that. I mentally cannot do that. On a good day, I could not do that. I cannot have Destiny and Charlie in here telling me that I'm lying about the abuse that I had when I was a child. I can't do it. I can't.
If you're not lying about it, then why does it matter?
Because I don't want to revisit it. It was tough enough the first time. It was tough enough.
You can't be that way, but you just revisited it just like a month ago on the podcast with your brother, and you were perfectly happy and laughing.
Pretty different when it's my brother coming in and talking to me about it and having fun with it. It's a little different. It's a little different when it's Destiny coming in saying you're a liar. Prove that your dad made you jerk him off. Prove it. Prove something that happened in 1983. Prove it. Prove it. If you don't prove it, it can't happen. If you can't prove it, it didn't happen. I can't do that. I can't prove something that happened in 1983. I didn't have a fucking cell phone in my pocket.
Okay, but you told me privately the reason why some of the stories, and I'm not going to leak anything, don't worry, but you told me why some of the stories are inconsistent and they don't match up.
Yes.
Why don't you just tell the audience?
I don't want to destroy a human life. Because I don't want to destroy someone's fucking life. Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life. Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life. Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life.
Okay.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I'll
you just sat here.
I'll destroy mine all day. I'll destroy mine all day. And my dad is dead. And my mom is dead. I'll talk about those pieces of shit till they fucking rot.
Yeah, but
I will
Chad
not
and
talk
Desi
about
aren't dead.
Still fucking alive. I will not. We've talked about it. We made an agreement, and I'm not going to do that for internet clout. I'm not going to do that so that Keemstar can jerk off to it. No, thank you. We're not here for the fucking audience to get off on.
Understand that you talk
destroy
loud.
somebody's
That doesn't
fucking
mean
life.
shit.
Your goddamn internet clout. This is not a topic I will cover for internet clout.
Nobody's talking about that copper. Here's what I'm trying to talk to you about, Mr. Talk Loud, is you don't want to destroy anybody's life, but what happens when you self-delete yourself and Desi has to witness it or find your fucking big fat carcass.
All these motherfuckers watching right now will jerk their fucking cocks to it.
Yeah, but you're destroying people's lives regardless. You're going against the thing. Don't get up that fucking soapbox.
Boogie, stop.
Boogie,
stop. The screaming and yelling isn't helping you, and it isn't.
I'll whisper it.
Listen to me. This is what he does. This is why. This was the conversation last night.
Not yet. Let me do my goddamn job. I'll tell you when the time comes.
Yeah, he's got a backup plan that where if we bring up the abuse, they're going to cut the power to his computer.
Yes. If I get out of control, my caretakers, both of them, are just standing right here, know to not let me get out of control. Whoa. So before it gets bad enough, they're going to take care of the problem.
All right, then can you calm down so they don't have to turn the camera off? How about that? Let's drink the water. Let's calm down. Let's not yell and scream.
You're on a lot of medicine, Boogie. Is any of those medicines an SSRI?
Go fuck yourself. I will divulge no more medical information to any of you motherfuckers.
This is, you ain't got to tell me what it is. Like, there's a bevy of medicine.
Yourself. Go fuck yourself.
So because you need to be on an SSRI.
Bro,
because like
just
you
stop.
should not have this emotion.
Wings, stop. Just stop. We got to handle this with kid gloves. Wings, you're playing bad cop a little too hard. Boogie, why don't you just take the mic and say what you want to say about this whole situation?
I'm so happy. I hate this. I hate it. I hate this show. I hate fucking breathing air. I hate being alive. I'm in so much fucking pain. I can't fucking stand it anymore. I can't fucking stand this. I can't fucking stand this. I've ruined my fucking life. I just want to be over.
But you haven't.
Just stop. Wings, shut up. Just give the guy a minute. Wings, come on. All right, Boogie, listen, I need you to actually calm down. No more yelling. All right? We get how you're feeling. You've described it very.
Then stop asking me.
I'm not asking you how you're feeling. I asked you, what I said is you have the mic. Why don't you say what you want to say about the situation?
I want to die. That's what I say over and over and over again. I hate being alive. I hate being alive. I hate breathing. I hate being alive. I'm in tremendous pain. Help me. I'm in so much pain.
All right. Well then, okay. Let's get off the internet. Let's just get off.
What do you want me to talk about instead?
I'm not. This goes back to last night. You're not mentally fit to be on the show. It's irresponsible.
No. What did you want to talk about? Anything but the abuse. What are you doing to my play button?
It's not.
Chris talking about 4-year-old girls.
I got a question with the play button. Why does your play button have your name on it instead of your channel name?
That's what they asked me what I wanted on it. I fucking wanted my name on it.
Okay.
They asked me what I wanted on it. I said my fucking name.
All right. Well, do you know that there's a big portion of the audience that wants you back on the show?
I don't care.
Isn't that a good thing? Isn't that a good thing?
No. Do I want to? No. As of right now.
It's not all negative. It's not all negative, Boogie. What I'm trying to tell you is there's positive things. What Wings tried to tell you earlier is that there's positive things. It's not all negative.
One of the positive things is I have to sit here and talk about my molestation.
Nobody's talked about that.
I don't want that.
Nobody's talked about that.
We're not talking
What abuse
about
were you talking about? You said abuse. What abuse were you talking about?
We were talking about the conflict of why you wouldn't come on. We weren't actually talking and getting into the details of that. So just calm down. And by the way, I know you can't talk about your sister. You said you would talk about your dad and mother all day. So will you address those issues?
Yes, my mother twisted my fucking balls as part of the abuse. And she twisted my balls and my dick. And she told me that sex was disgusting and awful. And she told me that only disgusting, awful people had it.
Okay, well, let's not talk about any of it.
No, my dad fucking masturbated in front of me and showed me pornography and asked me if I wanted to join in and encouraged me to touch him, and I fucking did. I fucking did.
No.
Can we be done? Can we be done with it?
We're done with it. We're done with that conversation.
Thank you.
We're done with that conversation.
Thank you.
I got something I could ask that has nothing to do with that kind of conversation. You said earlier, and I asked you this earlier, that you were in pain and you live your life in pain. And I asked you, what is making you feel so down and depressed and in pain?
I fucking hate myself every second. Because I'm a piece of shit. Have you not read the fucking internet?
The internet's not always right.
They fucking are. I am a piece of shit. I am human garbage.
Do not hit yourself.
Yeah,
I have to hang up, or I have to hang up on you. No self-harm shit at all. In fact, the yelling and screaming is kind of self-harm. You got to stop. You got to talk
cheeseburgers, me. Let me do that for a year.
You got to talk normal, bro. You can't have these outbursts like this. Come on.
What?
We're not getting anywhere. We're not even having a conversation. It's just crazy outbursts.
No, I understand. I'm quite aware.
Okay, well, you're on here to have a conversation about this stuff, not fucking.
My dad, show me his fucking pornography. Like
nobody asked nothing, Boogie. You're going back to it.
Come on, what is this? What the fuck is this, bro? This is what I was dealing with last night on the fucking phone, bro. Like, honestly, stop it. Fucking stop it.
It's like you act like you want to go there so you can play the victim.
He told me I had to. Yesterday in Texas, said we were going to have to address it at some point. So let's just address it and move on.
No, we're not addressing any of it. We're not talking about this shit. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Stop yelling and screaming on here. Now, look. Is there any updates on your side with the cancer and all that? You were going to get some paperwork together. What's going on with that? Can you talk calmly?
I've canceled every test. I'm done. I don't have the money to fight it. I have no desire to fight it. I'm looking forward to dying, so I'm just done. I'm never going to get this bone marrow test done. It doesn't matter, even if I showed it to Destiny tomorrow, even if I decided to leak my medical records, which I'm still not going to do. He told me on this show, the last time we were on, Destiny will only accept him when it's a doctor telling it to his face. Well, my doctor's not going to fucking come on here, and I wouldn't want my doctor to fucking do it to begin with.
Is your brother still going to debate Destiny? Is that a thing?
I hope not. I fucking hope not. I'll call him, beg him not to now.
Why?
Fuck this horrible shit show.
He wanted to debate Destiny. Wasn't it your brother's idea?
Sure, and I'm going to encourage him not to.
Why?
Because he has suicidal issues as well.
Look, I don't care. If I was in your situation and I did this shitty thing, yes, I'd hate myself too. I get that. That's normal. Most normal people, when they make a mistake, they're hard on themselves. But that's how you learn. That's how you grow. That's how you get better. But there's no way I would ever fucking give up on any fucking thing. I don't give up. There is no fucking give up.
Well, you're not me. Well, you're not me.
There is no give up. No.
You're not me.
Dude, because I can see opportunities everywhere. I can see chances to learn, to grow, to be better, to find success.
I just want to be out of pain.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
All I care about.
Let me finish what I'm saying. I don't sit, even when I fuck up, I don't sit here and just live in this negative fucking world, right? I
do. Turns out I'm mentally ill. Turns out my brain is my worst fucking enemy. I wake up every day in miserable
hitting yourself.
pain.
Stop hitting yourself.
I just broke my goddamn earphones.
Stop hitting yourself.
One ear that works left.
Wings, I have to hang up on him if he hits himself again.
Please don't.
I mean, that's up to you.
You can't hit yourself on this show.
I didn't. I hit my headphones.
You can't, dude. No,
I hit my headphones on purpose, so I didn't hit my.
Well, then listen to what I'm saying. But like, I don't let that ever affect me. I don't ever let that affect me.
We're all very proud of your mental health, and congratulations.
Yeah, but you got to take some responsibility. When people are directly telling you positive things about the aspect of this whole situation, you just ignore it.
None of it's positive. I don't want any of those things.
We have 19,000 real viewers here. This is not bought it.
We have 10 million. I don't care. The only thing I care about in the world is not being in miserable fucking pain. That's all I want. I want to wake up tomorrow not in miserable fucking pain. That's all I want. The 10 million, 20 million, 5 million watchers won't do that.
How's your weight doing? How's your weight doing right now?
It's down because I'm on a medication that I can no longer afford, by the way, but I've lost 24 fucking pounds on the piece of shit. But I get to put it all back on because I don't have the fucking money.
Let's go. Guys, he lost 24 pounds. 24 pounds.
I get to put it right back on.
Congratulations, buddy. 24 is a big deal.
I put it right back on.
No, you're not going to put it on. You lost it. Good job.
It was the medication that did it. I can no longer afford it.
That's good.
It's bad. How's it good that I can't afford the medication? How's it good? How's it good that I can't afford the medication?
You lost 24 pounds. You lost 24 pounds.
I'm going to put it right back on.
Why are you saying that? Why are you instantly...
Because I can't afford the medication. Because I can't afford the medication. Because I can't afford the medication.
Why can't you afford the medication?
Because I lost my fucking job.
After all of the freakouts and drama, it became very clear that Boogie did, in fact, fake cancer. Keemstar would ask the audience if he should fire Boogie, then would do what they say. He would be fired and then be right back. This would continue for a while, as the iron was still hot with the cancer arc. Eventually, it was decided that Boogie would have to start doing punishments to earn his way back to a permanent spot on the show. They would do things from having him pick up trash on the side of the road to holding a sign stating that he faked cancer. He would even have water balloons thrown at him by people who were upset by what he did. The biggest punishment of all, though, was when he had to get a tattoo. This tattoo was meant to be the biggest punishment to solidify his spot back on the show. Keem would have Boogie get a tattoo on his face that said the word liar.
There it is. Oh my God! That's it. That's it right there.
Listen, everyone can clearly tell by my reaction that I am totally against this. I don't want any of this to happen.
You think it's fucking hilarious, Dan, and you know you think it's hilarious. But here's the thing, man. This is my thought process, and you tell me where I'm wrong, okay? Number one, this is funny as shit, right? Number two, it's degrading as hell. And I did something bad. I did something so fucking bad. So fucking bad. And I want to see the end of that, man. I do not want to do this. I am doing this because the audience will think it's fucking funny. I'm doing it because I fucked up. And this is going to allow me to forgive myself. If somebody else out there decides to forgive me too, that's great. But it allows me to just fucking let go of the situation because I'm over it. I don't want to feel like shit anymore about this, you know?
Oh God!
So we are make sure under the hairline, right? So if you can see where that is,
guys, we just broke a LolcowLive record. We have 22,000 concurrent viewers watching Boogie get a tattoo of liar on his face for faking cancer, and all the donations Boogie will in fact be reading tonight. Oh God!
It'll take me a while to get home, but I'll do it.
I'm anxious, Wings. I'm like super anxious.
You're anxious.
You're anxious. You're not getting a tattoo on your face.
Don't move. Just listen to him. There you go.
Wait, that's that small?
That's what we agreed on.
I don't know, man. That's pretty big in person. I could read that across the room.
Yeah.
Wings, what are you thinking about that?
Since he's putting it in a place where he's gonna cover it with his beard anyway, I feel like it should be bigger.
Yeah, can we get that bigger?
Dude, it's huge. It's over an inch. It's this fucking big.
I'm thinking it should be 2 inches.
It's a quarter of my face, man.
The whole chat is spamming tiny. Can you look in the mirror what that looks like? Boogie, real quick, just so you can see what we're seeing.
I mean, we tested it today, but hold on, yeah, okay. Let me see.
I feel like it should be double that size at least.
I like the font. I will tell you this. I do like the font. Could you
turn it out bigger? Can we go bigger?
I can if you'd like.
Let's go a little bigger.
A little bigger.
And I think
a little bigger.
A little bit higher up too, I think around the jawline.
Okay.
Yeah, but a little bit bigger. Not double, but maybe time and a half.
That's sick. That's sick. Oh God, that's sick. I love it.
Mudahar, fuck you for picking Comic Sans. Fuck you. Holy shit.
Oh God.
Yeah, this shit's bad.
You know, it actually looks cool though, man.
Oh.
All right, you gotta turn your head all the way left. There you go, big dog. Ready?
It's real now.
Oh my God, it started. Ladies and gentlemen, the tattoo artist has started working on the R in the word.
Can we talk in a regular
liar.
voice, or like, I don't know if it's gonna bother the tattoo artist if we talk.
I don't believe we will be bothering him at all as long as we talk like we are watching a safari happen where a wild animal who faked cancer.
Pause between letters, will you? One anxiety is like shooting to the roof. I'll make a little pause, okay?
Let me just finish this R up.
You're doing so good.
Will you just leave AR on there?
You're doing very good, Boogie. You're doing very good.
He's a professional.
Boogie's gonna have this big patch on his fucking face for the next day or so where it covers up from it getting infected.
Very good, Boogie. You're doing very good.
Look at this. Look at it. Does this look infected to you? A lot of people are saying it's not real because it didn't look infected like 3 seconds after I got it. It's now been 24 hours. It looks infected. Sammy doesn't like it.
No.
No. And now, oh my God. A lot of people are asking me if I want to grow my beard out over it. And yeah, it's kind of why I put it here. But put your fingers right here. Can you feel over the lettering? Do you feel beard hair there? Because I don't. Because it's smooth. Because I don't think my beard is coming back. By the way, I'm a 50-year-old man with a face tattoo now.
Yeah.
Yesterday was my birthday. I turned 50. This is how I spend my birthday, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I deserve it. I get it. I get it. I still have a doctor's appointment in like 16 days. I have to go see my doctor, and he's going to ask what this is about. And I still have this disease, and I still have to treat it. So that's fun.
After the punishments and big freakouts were over, they maintained their viewership for a while. It started to decline over time without a big scandal to keep people coming back, though. They would continue to have shows a few days a week, trying to draw up drama. Nothing quite got them to where they wanted to be until it was announced that they would be having a camping trip. This would be an in-person live event with Keemstar, Boogie2988, and Wings of Redemption. The three of them would go to Keem's property where he had an area set up that looked like a campsite. They would stream hours a day for the live audience. Viewership and donations were reaching all-time highs. Early on in the trip, Wings had a medical emergency, which put him in the hospital. This left Boogie and Keem to finish out the camping trip by themselves, and they did very well at that. They would top the charts in YouTube donations for the United States during this time. It seemed like it was a well-thought-out project and was fun getting to see YouTubers collaborate in person. Things looked like they couldn't be going better for LolcowLive. Boogie was making more money than he ever had in his career, Wings' trolls were slowing down, and Keem looked like he was a mastermind for the show he was producing. This set in motion an idea for Keemstar to start streaming every day. With the success of the camping trip, he wanted to keep the momentum going. But honestly, it's more like he is just greedy and wanted to milk as much money from the fanbase as possible. But that's a different video, because that's just what they did. They started streaming every day, 7 days a week. Views continued to climb. It didn't seem like anything was going to slow down the progress. Near the peak of the momentum, the show got into a feud with Review Tech USA, also known as Rich. Rich had recently deleted his 1 million subscriber YouTube channel and was in a feud with a former editor he had fired. LolcowLive was calling him out for all of his shortcomings. This is when they brought in a former girlfriend of Rich. She was known as Becky Boop. Becky showed up on an episode to expose Review Tech USA for being a not-so-great person. Her appearance on the show would prove to be far more impactful for the future of Local than anyone would have realized at the time.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We have Becky Boo!
Hi.
Interesting. Hi, Becky.
So
I'm very nervous right now.
Well, you don't need to be nervous. So the way I understand it is you and Review Tech USA have been dating for like a decade, basically, right?
Well, on and off. And I do have to say, and I know you're going to have questions about it. As far as I know, I am not a mistress. I was on and off. He was on and off with his ex. So I am going to clear that. I'm not sure about timestamps or specific timelines or anything like that. But I have dated him on and off for a while.
So he was not still officially married at any of the times that you had Congress with him?
I don't even know if he's ever really been married. I don't know a lot about his relationship with his ex.
Okay.
I'm not saying that if he said he's married, he's not. I just thought they weren't. I don't know.
Hey, Becky, like your relationship with Rich, is it more like a online thing, or is it in a real life relationship? Like you go out on actual physical dates?
Oh, we've gone out on actual physical dates. We live in the same area.
Interesting.
Okay, so let's start slow, ladies and gentlemen. How
How did you and Mr. Review Tech USA, or I don't know, maybe that's offensive. Maybe I'm using his dead name right now. Like, can I call him that?
Call him chicken fucker.
Am I going to get it canceled for that? Excuse me, RTU Streams. When did you and RTU Streams start dating?
We really started talking to each other more around 2014. It was around the time that Review Hell USA, I think it was, his major troll, was really going after him. And I saw that happening on Twitter, and I decided to make a video about it on my Becky Boop channel. And that's what got us connected. And then after that, we went to a convention together, and it was just kind of on and off.
And so when's the first time that you guys, sealed the deal, hooked up?
Define sealing the deal.
You know, like
Tab A goes in the
Make it all the way to home.
Yeah.
So even though we've been seeing each other for a decade, we have not had sex yet.
What?
What? You can't seal the deal after 10 fucking years. Fucking what?
Oh my God, Rich!
So Becky exposed Review Tech USA. Great. Not long after that, they brought her back onto the show for a dating show. This is where she would talk to other basement dwellers in the members-only Discord that LolcowLive had set up. They also started to introduce a woman known on YouTube as the one and only Tina D. That name is too freakishly long to say from here on out, so she will be known as Tina. She is part of the Kid Behind a Camera universe. Tina would pop up more frequently in episodes and have yelling fits. It was a headache waiting to happen every time she appeared. Thanksgiving 2024 was the beginning of the fall. Even though the analytics didn't show it yet, it was inevitable. Most people could see the writing on the wall of what was to come. Keem and Boogie went to Wing's house for another live in-person event. Tina and Kid Behind a Camera showed up and acted like no one knew they were coming. It was all very clearly scripted. Even though there had been some speculation of scripting in the past, up to this point everything seemed to be at least fairly natural, so it was not a big deal that this part of the episode was scripted. This would only foreshadow the direction things were going.
You know, Boogie, I kind of let you off the hook here with all the shit you've done and all the shit you've said.
Yeah, I know.
And, gave you this $5,000 chain.
Thank
and
you, boss.
We're having a good time and everything.
Thank you, boss.
Because
I thought you were really mad at me, actually. I thought, you remember what you said on live stream? You remember what you said?
What I said?
You said that the next time you saw me, you'd have a guest on the show as worse than Destiny. Ain't nobody here, so.
Yeah, you talk shit about me to CoffeeZilla saying you didn't get paid for the show.
Well, you got worse than Destiny.
Which
ain't
was
nobody
a
worse
lie.
than Destiny. Ain't nobody worse than Destiny.
And I said the next time I seen you, and I have a guest that would be worse than fucking Destiny.
I don't know who that is. Who could that be?
We got another guest. Is it going to be Mike coming back in?
I think the guest is here.
Kabali super chatted $25.73.
That's a great move.
Jordan, who's out there?
I don't know. I think it's Mike.
We've seen him destroy Tina's ramp.
Gonna get a turkey leg. Oh shit, okay. Well. Holy shit. For real? For real? Let's go, bro! For real? Really? No, Tina, I don't mean. Tina, I didn't mean that.
I don't give a. You ruined my life the other day.
You put that back.
No!
Don't
You want to talk to me? I'll do it.
Put the bat down. Put the bat down. Put the
You
bat.
fucked
Put
my
the
life!
bat down here.
You fat motherfucker!
God.
Yeah! Hey! Somebody's gonna help you! Get the you want to get down there with him? Stay down there with him!
Don't fuck.
Stay down there with him!
Don't fuck. Desi,
Get out of my house!
Desi, out.
I don't give a fuck about your house!
Out.
Fuck you, Boogie! Fuck you Damn, that was my hand. That was almost my hand. Jeez. You deal with this shit.
Tina, I'll give you a warning shot, but you gotta go.
You shove a into her boy, you. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that. Go! I'm not dealing with that. Oh. Bring your ass back, you big fat cow. That's right, go. Hey, don't touch my fucking girl. You know what you go through me, your fucking son. I'll give a you my fucking. Oh, you motherfucker. You got a hole in that floor. Go, motherfucker, go. That's where Jesus you, you fat fuck. Fuck you. Fuck you, and we're
It would be announced that Keemstar was starting a spin-off show of LolcowLive that he was going to call Lolcow Queens. The cast in this show would be Becky Boop and Tina, along with a revolving cast around them. Keem later coined the spin-off part of the Lolcow network and ultimately called it the Lolcow Universe. Another show was announced later called Lolcow Rewind. This featured Xylee Gets Real from YouTube and Billy the Fridge. All of the shows found some form of success. A lot of the time, the main show was still getting 5,000 to 6,000 concurrent viewers. Life was good on the network. So good, in fact, that Keemstar wanted to expand even more. Additional shows were added until random members from the Discord were getting their own shows in the LCU. Not everyone was thrilled with this due to it saturating the content. All of the shows started to just talk about one another. It basically became just one big review. One show would forward viewers to the next, and then so on. Keem wanted to make it so there was a 24-hour network of Lolcow shows. That way, no matter what time of the day you're watching, you can see something. The problem is, when you have people on a show that nobody wants to watch, nobody watches. Go figure. Those were just side projects though. The main show still had the three main hosts in Boogie, Keem, and Wings, and was doing just fine. It was starting to become more noticeable that some of the shows were just clearly scripted. Kid Behind a Camera was managing Lolcow Queens, which was the most obviously scripted show of them all. But it was making money, so who cared? It was consistently the number 2 show in the network, right behind LolcowLive. Becky Boop and Tina, with all their faults, brought in a lot of money. Early in 2025, another live in real life event was announced. They were calling this one Fat Camp. They were going to do a live event where Boogie and Wings would exercise. Many of the other hosts from other shows were invited as well. It was going to be a get-together for many people within the network. Naturally, because the camping trip went so well, there was a lot of hype around Fat Camp. The hype continued to build, the views continued to grow, everyone was just waiting to see what they were going to put together. Just one problem. One of the biggest stars quit right before Fat Camp. That might be the loosest use of the word star ever. That person was Becky Boop. This pissed off Keem so bad he said Becky would never be allowed onto any of the shows ever again. Fat Camp was talked up as if it was going to be a major production. They made it seem like it was going to be the production quality of an actual network TV show. Needless to say, this is not at all what was being provided. The output was not matching the promise. When it came time for each of the individual shows to go live, they would sit down in front of a fireplace to do it. Not everyone was at Fat Camp, so the people on site attempted to go live with others who were still at their home studios. As you could guess, this caused issues and nothing seemed to go as planned. They would exercise for a few minutes a day, but mostly just hang out, until one of the biggest events at Fat Camp happened. Becky Boop arrived at the event. You know, the Becky Boop who was fired and Keem said he would never work with again? That one. Keemstar swore she wouldn't be at the event and wouldn't be allowed back. Well, she was there, and the fan base was split. Many people said it was scripted, while others were just happy to see she was back. Either way, it changed the entire mood of the event. Even the hosts that were there said that it wasn't the same after she arrived. She gave off such a bad vibe that it even caused a physical fight between her and one of the lesser-known hosts. Tensions were high, but that was not even close to the end of it. Whether or not you thought it was scripted, the truth was about to come out.
They want to address what I said, because I said we all had to pass the hat around to get Becky here.
There's also a missed dono from Trusted Texan. Wait, so y'all paid Becky to come, meaning it was planned? I'm confused.
It's not so much that we paid Becky to come. Becky called begging to come, but she didn't have the funds to do it. So Keem and Mike got together and they paid half of her bill to get here.
Who told you that?
I was in the room.
In what room?
With the Becky conversation.
Oh, after she got here?
I don't know. I don't remember the timeline, but it is what it is.
When she was like begging for money? I'm like, you just showed up.
I thought it was her fucking sugar daddy that paid for her to come here. That was my best guess. I still think she was in Texas, and I think,
Bro, I gotta tell these guys to stop fucking doing this.
What are the comments talking about?
They're talking about the leak with Becky.
What happened? What leak?
He said something.
What did he say?
He says a real dumb.
What'd you say?
That we passed the hat around to get Becky here.
Pass the hat around? What does fucking that mean?
When you pass the hat around, you pass the hat around to collect money.
Oh, to get her here.
Yeah.
We paid for her to get here after she got here.
Yeah.
But like she was practically begging us. But she was here. What else are we supposed to do?
Yeah.
Well, Yanji donated $20. All I know is I only ever donate to this show and maybe Rewind. I always leave when Becky's on screen.
Yep.
Thank you, Yanji. Retro donated $20. Wings, I hope you don't get in trouble for keeping this one 100. I imagine Keem is texting you how to fix this. No, it's my wife texting me, telling me that I'm fired and oh my God, and that I'm a dumbass and shit.
What did
like
you say?
that.
I don't get what you said.
I told you exactly what I said.
What did you say?
That we passed the hat around for Becky.
What's wrong with that?
Because it implies that we knew Becky was coming.
We passed the hat around after.
Yeah, Becky was claiming she was fucking broke.
She said she... Okay, so what's the controversy here? People think that
it was like...
Guys, she's already quit.
Before she got here, we collect something...
Okay, that's not what happened. First of all, she's already quit on us as it is. She's fucking bald, sitting up there stewing, quitting already. Becky is impossible to work with. She got here, she showed up, she showed up at the thing, we made a bunch of money, and she said because they made $11,000, the least we could do is pay her way to get here because she spent a bunch of money to get here. That's what happened.
Because that's what I was insinuating at. Because I was.
When was the problem?
Because I was saying get fucking brain.
Because fucking Scott Hathaway pointed out, by the way, he said she's not the reason you made $11,000 that night. No, it's because it was our first long stream. I think we'll make several thousand tonight. Because at the end of the day, people like long streams. People like chill streams. They like.
Well, that's why because they made so much is why she got a little piece of the stream to help get her here.
Well, motherfuckers talk about. I already had the clippers. The clippers are for me. Those are my clippers. I shaved my head and my beard.
Oh, so now everything's fucking fake. Okay, who cares?
Chat's right. Wings has to do a punishment.
For what?
What do you mean for what?
Well, what you implied. Because now even
if you punish me, they're going to believe what I said over what you guys are saying.
Yeah, the team needs sustenance in the form of comedy from what
yes, please.
I mean, like if you want to punish, don't you call it a punch? Just like Wings needs to do something dumb.
Like what?
So fucking stupid.
Mike scripts are crazy.
This is not a Mike script. We don't script anything on the show. We do improv.
They might all
just like the other day when you could see like the fucking tow hook Oreo on the back of the car. That's so we knew we could get it the fuck out of the water.
Yes, that was staged, but the Becky stuff wasn't, and that's what they all think now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not even staged. That's just like, all right, we have this car. What can we do with the car?
Well, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, that what I'm saying is they think the Becky situation is the same as the car situation.
He is full on retarded.
How am I full on retarded?
It's like, remember at the meeting, right? When we had the meeting, and he goes, if anyone doesn't get this, they just don't know common sense.
We got here on the fucking 16th. Becky cried for like 2 hours or 3 hours a day, every day on the fucking back deck about, I want my job, I want to be here, I wanted to be with you. And then she would make up 15,000 excuses to why they can't. We called her bluff as a community. Like, how much would it take for her to get here? She gave us a fucking number. We met her in the middle.
Wings sucks.
It's not even about Wings sucks. The whole fact that y'all wanted to script it sucks. Why didn't you just be real? Like, we tried to get Becky here. Becky's a fucking psycho bitch. We learned that by getting her here in person, because nobody's ever met her in person before.
It
She's a
was
psychopath.
just better to act like her walking in the room was a fucking surprise, right? Which her coming technically was a surprise, right?
The joke was from Super Chatted $26.09.
You just gotta
Wings
out
on
everything.
the abuse. Wings, your bald boogie, you slept with your dad.
What's the point of outing everything? Okay, whoa, we changed one little detail just to make it a little bit more entertaining. And then you fucking out everything just to make everything look fake. Like, why?
Because
I don't
Devin
believe
Nunn's
everything's
missing
fake
teeth.
anyway.
Liz, Super Chatted $20. Bethany Frankel voice asterisk mention it all. Wings.
But imagine.
Mention it ALLLLL.
And they're saying thank you, Wings. No, Wings ruined it.
Imagine at the end of
you
every
guys don't
wrestling
see
match.
it.
Imagine at the end of every wrestling match, at the end of WrestleMania, Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant stand up and like, now here's how I got Andre up above my shoulder. Right? We had to plan it. We had to walk through it. Now, kids, don't worry. Nobody ever gets hurt in wrestling.
There
It's
was
all
one
fake.
single detail that was changed. That we were surprised that she was here because she said she was coming, and we still didn't think she was coming.
But here's the fact.
Then she did come,
here's the fucking
and we were
fact.
like, okay, she came. What was she here? 2 hours before the stream started, right?
It was like an hour.
Here's the fact. Here's the fact. Before she showed up, Roxy leaked that Lord Rush went to pick her up at the airport. How did Lord Rush know to pick her up at the airport? Tell me that fucking shit.
Because Roxy's a dumb bitch too. You guys are dumb bitches. Like, you don't understand.
But also, like, and
dude,
Boogie, your
okay,
fucking point. They do kayfabe it because in the Monday Night Raw, the next episode, they'll fucking do a heel turn.
Right, but they don't
I know, but it's
immediately
like,
say
okay.
in the middle of the
No.
match, don't worry, it's make-believe. That's the point.
Here's the thing. Some real thing happens, right? And then we take that real thing and just make it a little bit more entertaining, right? For a surprise factor.
Celtics in 7 Super Chatted
don't have
$20.
to out it.
Wings, this is why you are useless.
Thank you.
And like the way they now believe is like they were.
Sly Guy FP Super Chatted $20. Just take the L in Wings, take the W real organic drama. Pays better, not loosely scripted drama.
But the problem is, you
She
guys.
brought a wig in advance, so that ruins the punishment.
That is not
Anyways,
true.
not all of us are stupid.
Now
Stop
everything's
treating
fake.
us like we are.
No. That also makes it look fake. The fact
Now
she has a wig
everything's
day
fake.
too.
Now
that
everything's
makes it look
fake.
fake.
You just go to town and buy a wig.
We live in a town where people sell fucking wigs.
Just go buy a wig.
But she don't have a car.
Vegeta Great Super
There's
Chatted
30 cars right
$19.41. Thanks for all the entertainment. Have you guys been following the DSP Kino Casino drama? Any chance Keem can wrangle him now that he's desperate and got caught faking his wife's cancer?
Gotta hope so.
We haven't had a chance to talk to DSP or Kino or any of those. We don't.
See, you guys are making it look like I'm making it look fake. But when y'all do that little fucking change that creates a lie, people don't believe that the fight was real.
Yeah,
now.
but you didn't have to out it.
You didn't have to make the little change. You could just admit it that we paid Becky to come here.
But also, you didn't have to out it.
It's
Why did you
funnier.
out it?
It's
What was the purpose
funnier.
of you outing it?
It's
What
more
was the purpose of that?
What was the purpose of changing the thing? Becky would have
just
still screamed
funnier,
in the
it's
fucking
more
theater depending on
entertaining.
what.
Okay,
Funnier,
so
it's
what,
more
we're supposed to
entertaining.
start the stream and be like, hey guys, just so you know, Becky's here, da 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 da. Or
No,
we start it off,
you
and
start
then
the stream
she
like this.
comes in, right, and oh my god, she's here, which was a better entrance.
No.
Everything
Look-
that happened, everything she said was real, our fight was real,
Go back
our
to the
arguments
wrestling
are real.
analogy. They're
Look
coming
here,
like,
look
now,
here.
in
Here,
10 minutes of the match, don't worry,
Oh
you'll
no,
get
I
to see
made a
Warrior.
better
Warrior.
entrance for Becky.
Or we could have done this. We could have filmed some of these fucking Becky conversations, showed you the footage, showed you what we did, and we'd like, here's Becky. And now it's a somber tone, and people are all ready to be kind of against her, which is what you wanted to begin with.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Tonight, or earlier today, Roxy and fucking Becky got into an actual fist fight.
Right.
Okay. Was that real?
100% real.
No one's gonna believe you.
Because of the lie you told.
No, because of the fucking truth you told. That's
How does that make sense? I told the truth, you told a lie, nobody.
At this point, we should just fire Roxy and Wings, bro.
For what?
Because it can't fucking
Bob
do anything.
44 Super Chatted $19.99. Boys, it's not that big of a deal. It's entertainment.
Here's
Most
this
entertainment is
Stop
scripted to
fucking
some
lying.
extent. You
That's
guys
what
make the
stops
show
happening.
what it is, and it's fun to watch.
Entertainment.
So Wings, you haven't.
Super Chatted $20. This is scripted moment saying Becky coming was scripted to create more scripted drama.
Right. Everything is always scripted all of the time.
Yes. The script today was Wings was going to leak the script.
Yeah.
That was the script.
That will therefore make all other scripts more believable because script.
Like Wings, listen. In terms of why is he lying? You don't know more about entertainment than Keemstar does. Don't question him.
I mean, that's an opinion.
No, it's a fact.
That's not a fact.
That's a fact.
That's not a fact.
That's a fact.
No, I'll fight you on this.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
I would
I'm not
much
boogie.
rather watch Breaking Bad than the life story of Brian
interactions say otherwise.
Let me tell you the secret. Let me tell you the secret.
Personally.
Keemstar caught a grift. He caught a grift with Drama Alert. Drama's the easiest. I said this on PKA. You can go back and find film when Drama Alert launched. That's going to fire him off because drama takes off because people want to see people fight in the fucking street. If you point a camera at it, people will look at it. Views and all that doesn't matter. If that's the case, I have FPS Russia under my belt. FPS Russia. How many millions of views is that guy?
I don't know who that is.
How about PK?
I don't know who FPS Russia is.
He was the largest gun guy in the fucking universe. Let's look at it this way. No. I want to put this out. I'll probably forget it. Let's look at it this way. I told Keem on day one we should pre-record everything and put it into the episodes.
That's true.
He sees Mike do it. Today he's like, that's fucking amazing.
Mauricio Alvarez Leon super
I still think
chatted
it's a bad idea
$20.
because
Well, Keemstar lied. He lied too many times. He said Becky came unplanned.
Please
But Wings came in and
melting
said,
down right now.
Wings said the truth. There's
crashing
a
out.
reason we can trust him over Boogie and Keem. We need a Keem and Boogie live duet.
Donations.
Aiden Antois super chatted $64.
What are you doing?
You're crashing out.
I'm not crashing. I'm telling the fucking truth. What am I crashing out about? Saying stop lying?
You are crashing out. You 100% are. 100%. It's like,
well, I'm just. I don't tolerate people calling me a liar. I don't tolerate.
well, you made a mistake. You made a mistake, obviously, right? I said, look, all right, this is what I said. We had a team meeting, right? I go, look, Becky allegedly is going to be here in a couple hours. I don't know if it's true or not. If she's here, nobody put hands on her, whatever, right? Everybody calm the fuck down, all right? We're going to do a stream in the movie theater, and we're going to do like an hour or whatever, and then have her come in, right?
Yes.
And you said, well, if anyone doesn't understand that, then they'd be stupid. And I said, obviously don't leak it. I go, if anyone leaks that she's here and ruins my entrance and how I want to introduce her back into that, you're fucking fired. And you go, if anyone doesn't understand that, they don't have common sense.
Yeah, that goes to the point she's here.
And
So you expose it afterwards?
So does expose it afterwards?
I'm the fourth person that exposed it at this point. Number 4.
The stuff that they said, I didn't hear Tina say that last night.
Yes, you go back and look at. Why do you think they've been saying
Pull up
scripts?
the clip.
I don't got it right here. I got like 10%
It's
on my phone.
Dude, I thought of a creative way on how to bring her in, but everything else, all real. She did quit. She wasn't trying to fucking show up here. She did really go on her stream and talk all kinds of crazy shit. She really did fucking shave her head last night to come back on Queens. Was that fake?
No, that wasn't fake.
You know what I'm saying? But now you expose my scripted entrance of Becky, and now everything's fake. You don't see how that doesn't hurt our brand?
You don't see how lying hurts the brand too? Because you could.
Oh my God. You're not. If you're not going to accept any responsibility for that, that's insane, bro.
I mean, like,
I'm not accepting the responsibilities. I'm the fourth person in line to say it on the stream.
Jordan, make it clear. I'm not throwing you under the bus, but what I will say is I grew up on WWE wrestling. I like showmanship. What we're describing right now is a little bit of showmanship.
It was a great way to bring her in. What are we going to do? Start the camera? Oh, I guess you guys are wondering why Becky's here. Well, she fucking begged to come, and we offered her $500.
No,
right?
you're saying it the wrong way. How you did it and how you made it come in makes you look less weak. That's how you're actually meaning.
What do you mean less weak?
The way you're crafting it makes it look like she just showed up, and you're looking like the savior to her instead of her coming to you begging and crying and doing all this.
The only difference.
Well, she did the begging there, but she also did the begging behind the scenes.
She begged for like 4 fucking days, and we gave in, and we go, what will it take to get you here? And she threw a number out. We met her halfway. Right. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you think I'm right or not. I'm morally right.
Well, no, you're not.
I watch reality. I watch reality.
See, you're looking at it like Vince McMahon is setting up an interest for something. I'm looking at it, you're just making a lie up to make yourself look stronger. Here's a mistake that you made, a $32,000 mistake. If we did this in April, we could have done this at Lord Rush's place for free with gigabyte internet. But you wanted it faster.
Wait, 355. all those water.
Here's a mistake that you made.
What's that?
You think I'm going to forgive you for this.
I don't give a fuck.
You say that.
I say
I
that.
promise you will.
Just push it on the back.
What's the plan here? That's fucked.
I don't know. So he's just fucking sabotage the brand,
I'm
sabotage.
not sabotaging the brand for a lie that you fucking made.
Yeah.
I'm not sabotaging
Yeah,
the brand.
you are.
You creating a lie sabotaging the brand.
And you're even calling it a lie. You know,
It's a fucking lie.
You're even calling it a
What
lie.
part of it is not a fucking
You're
lie?
calling it a fucking
What
lie.
part of it's not a fucking lie? Tell me which part of it.
It's not a
Look
lie.
right
It was
there.
a setup.
That's not a setup.
And
It's
why,
a fucking lie.
and why are you getting loud in my face?
Because I fucking can.
Dude, are you fucking? Are you fucking serious? You better stop.
Hey,
you better stop. You better stop.
That's insane.
That is such bullshit.
What even set him off?
And he's getting loud in my face. So I got in his face. I'm like, "Are you serious?" And then he started pushing me. I'm like, "Dude, I'm gonna swing. You keep doing that." And he went to go grab me like this. Yeah. Like that's where this came from.
Retro Super Chatted $20.
And I kept saying,
Who is
"I'm gonna
bombing
hit
wings out of
you.
jail?
I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you."
I'm glad
and
you
then he
didn't.
wouldn't fucking. And then somehow it got broken up or whatever.
Yeah, I can't believe. Hey! That's your fucking wife now. Go calm down. That's your wife, man. Go calm down. That's your wife they're hurting now. Calm down. Go calm down.
Get the fuck away from her! Get the fuck away from her! What is wrong with you?
Go calm down. Go calm down.
Why are you lying about me?
What's the lie? Sometimes you lash out when you feel like you made a mistake or other people Don't worry about me. Worry about your wife. Worry about your wife right now.
That's your fucking wife! Yeah, dude, what the fuck?
I'm not gonna let this motherfucker lie about me.
$20.
That's your wife.
Tell makeup artist to do a better job on the fake injury. By the way, this is a W storyline. Whoever cooked this script up is killing it.
Go work shit out with your wife now, please.
That's not worth it, bro. Just go calm down. She tripped. I know. That's what
We all know.
Right there. Look, there's a lot of aggression.
Go work shit out with your wife, please. I know.
The only reason I called for Ken was because I can't hold him
I
up.
know.
And I don't want him to do anything stupid.
He didn't do anything to hurt you. It
That's
happens. But why don't you guys go out and have a nice
That's
dinner?
all.
Why don't you go relax?
Right, nothing's gonna get solved right here.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Let's go calm down.
When you feel like
Boogie.
I don't, I'm sorry.
Let him walk away.
Well, I mean, look, if I gotta get hit today, I'll get hit. I don't care.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up so he can leave. Shut
Maybe he wants to hit me, he can hit me.
Shut the fuck up, Boogie, or I'm going to leave. Shut the fuck up.
Good. I don't care. No, I don't care. I don't have no problem getting hit.
He's going to try and come here and he's going to want to get it.
He don't care.
Shut the fuck
Zay,
up.
he don't care.
I know he
Let
don't
him get his
care.
ass whooping at this point.
Just another beating.
Okay.
Chill.
Just another beating. I've had about 1,000,000.
Did you see the way you were stomping on your way here, dude?
Because it was
You
in
look
the
like a
lines in
fucking
me.
rhinoceros.
I understand, bro, but I'm just trying to help.
Goddamn.
I'm just trying to kill. I know tensions are high, but
I can't stop you, Wings, but I'll try if you have to get mad. I can't
apologize
stop you,
if
bro.
I spoke out of
But
turn.
I'll get in your way, dude.
I just hate that manipulative shit y'all were doing.
I had an opinion. If I was wrong about that opinion, I apologize. Never ain't
I'm
funny.
not talking to any of y'all ever again, but here's the fact I want to say. It's King's inability to ever look bad and always wanting to lie that created this incident. That's it.
I disagree, but
Love you guys.
love you, Jordy. You guys will be all right.
I just talked to him. I just told him, I go, look, stay in your cabin. We're not talking in person anymore today because it's going to turn into this bullshit. He goes, yeah, we're good. I'll stay here. You know, so he knows he fucked up.
That right there was the start of the fall for LolcowLive. It was a fall that came very quickly. As you could see, Wings of Redemption body slammed his wife onto a table. That was right after getting into a scuffle with his boss. All because Wings called the show out for being scripted. Law enforcement would show up to Fat Camp because of viewers reporting the violence. Wings and his wife Kelly were told to leave the event. The mood again felt like it had shifted. It had been building up from days prior. Between Becky showing up, them not being allowed to eat enough, and the fact that you have multiple lolcows in the same place at the same time, this event was not living up to the camping trip that had preceded it. This was also only a fraction of the donations that interrupted the show while this was going on. That was part of the reason Wings was getting upset. They wouldn't turn off donations for him to say what he was trying to say. The grift was too important. Everything wrong with the show had come to a head. Thanks to his actions, Wings added another incident to the long list of things people can call him out about. It was the end of any entertainment value LolcowLive had left. Not because Wings was gone, but because of the direction the show would choose to go from here. Again, one of the lesser-known hosts, Twiggy, had a ride from Wings to Fat Camp and had been filming during the ride. This video showed Wings grabbing his wife's arm in an aggressive manner. This was only adding to the bad look for the show. Once Fat Camp wrapped up, it was decided that Wings would be fired and no longer be a part of LolcowLive. Another piece from the original trio was gone. Fat Camp fell short of expectations and Wings was gone. The views began to dwindle. People started to unsubscribe. The show was on a downward spiral. They attempted to shoehorn in hosts from other shows into the third spot for the main show. None of it worked. The audience was split with wanting Wings back and not wanting him to return. Either way, he said multiple times on his personal channel that he didn't want to go back. It was too much work for him and he was done with it. At least, that's what he said. The troll channels started to become more prevalent again in his lives. He was having more freakouts again, and overall was not as successful by himself, much like before LolCow. Just like many people expected, he broke and decided to make a return. Along with his return came the return of the other original host, Tommy C. This is one of the reasons Wings cited for coming back. However, Tommy would not be coming back to the main show. He would be hosting one of the morning side shows because of the time zone he was in. Wings would only last a couple of months on the show. Some of what originally made LolcowLive what it was seemed to be back. But Wings of Redemption being himself got into his feelings again. He quit for what seemed to be the final time. This time, leaving on good terms with the other hosts. Keemstar also left the show at this time to pursue improving other shows. This left just Boogie as the final original host. They have now turned to getting two people from sideshows that no one outside of the LolCow universe knows. Boogie 2988 is the only draw to the show anymore. And that's not a very big one considering he had a failing, dying show on his own. What's next for LolcowLive? It seems like a mess of random people just making money for Keemstar. Will Boogie be gone next? The viewers are falling, the money is becoming less and less, and people are still unsubscribing. What had once seemed like a podcast set up for long-term growth and success fell just as fast as it rose.
It's the same old thing. Boogie is lying while Keem is trying to talk to wins. They be bullshitting, spitting LolCow slang. Scam Tommy and kick them out. You know Keem running this gang. We're live on YouTube, ain't no pre-recorded games. Fuck around you like it's one in your brain. Hey, LolcowLive, Nick, but it's the LolcowLive. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. LolcowLive, Nick, but it's the LolcowLive. You be watching it, you clicked it just now.